Ladies, let's talk about something we all love to hate. Hair removal. Let's be honest. Shaving is too quick and we've all tried that and it can get really painful. And waxing. Well, that can be an experience. But sometimes we just need to do what we gotta do. It has been over 10 years since I have had a full Brazilian wax. And I ain't know about you, but I'm ready for a change. Today I'm going back to my roots and getting the works. The whole 9 yards. The Brazilian, the bikini, the Hollywood, whatever you want to call it, I'm ready. In this video, I will tell you everything from how much it cost to the pain level to the best part, which is actually pretty funny. So keep watching and then make sure you stick around till the end for a very important tip. Hey everyone, I'm here. If you are new here, welcome. Here we talk about all things women over 40, from health and wellness to relationships and everything in between. So please consider subscribing. Let's jump in. Okay, so I haven't had a Brazilian wax since I was in my 20s. Back then I went to a local waxer, who came highly recommended by friends. I loved her. We talked about our families and kids. She knew me by name and I always left feeling like I had a new behind. But then I stopped waxing. In fact, I stopped waxing right here. It's been a decade, ladies, and I'm due for a trim. So I called my old waxer to see if she still took clients. Turns out she retired and sold the business. So now I'm on the hunt for a new wax. I wanted to try someone new because I heard that there are different methods that people use, and some are less painful than others. So I searched high and low and found someone who came highly rated and booked an appointment. Now before I get too deep into the nitty-gritty, I am gone now. Share with you what I did in the days leading up to this wax. Because, trust me, this is crucial. One day before, I cut my hair really short. Now listen, I know some of you will say, why did you cut it so short? Well, I do want to know if you've ever had a situation where you have to lay down and spread your cheeks for a stranger, but you kind of want to minimize the exposure as much as possible. So cutting my hair really short was the first step in my self-care ritual. Next, I applied coconut oil to the area. You can use baby oil or any type of oil really. And I also used a gentle exfoliating scrub. I linked all of these products below. The reason why I did this was to make sure that the hair that was growing underneath was prepped and ready to come out. On the day of my appointment, I wore comfortable clothing, no tight jeans or dresses or anything that would rub against the area, and I made sure to leave my bladder empty. I didn't want to risk having an accident or needing to use the restroom while I was laying there. As soon as I arrived to the salon, I could see that it hadn't changed much since the last time I visited a wax salon. All of the familiar sights and smells were there, the candles, the plush towels, the wooden sticks, and the bed. It brought back memories of my 20-year-old self. One thing I noticed though was the lack of magazines. Magazines used to be everywhere in these places, but nowadays they have screens mounted on the ceiling. I thought that was kinda cool. After filling out a few forms, I was shown to the waxing room and asked to lay down. Before I knew it, the wax was being applied, and I was on my way to finding out just how painful this would be. First things first. The hair on my upper lip needed attention. I haven't shaved it in years, so it was quite long. My waxer told me that she was going to give me a hard wax, which means that the wax is removed in the direction of hair growth. Apparently this method is less painful. Okay, so maybe less painful, but it's definitely still uncomfortable. That little strip of hair above my lip comes out quickly and I must admit I felt rather pleased with myself. Looking back, I wished that I had grown it longer so I could have had more of an improvement. Then it was time for the big event. The Brazilian. I should warn you that the light in this room is bright and the bed is kinda cold. They do provide a blanket to cover up with, but the more blankets you have, the harder it is for the waxer to see. So I decided to go commando. As the waxer started applying the wax, I couldn't help but think, why am I doing this again? Then the moment arrived when she was ready to pull off the strip. I took a deep breath in through my nose and relaxed as much as possible. When the strip was pulled away, I felt a sense of relief wash over me. It was done. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I nearly screamed when she started the process on the back. Don't worry though, I didn't scream out loud. It was more of a silent but deadly scream. Once she started removing the strips, I could feel myself relaxing more and more. It still wasn't fun, but it was definitely bearable. After all those years of practice, it seems to get easier. In total, the Brazilian wax and the eyebrow wax only took about 20 minutes. And I was impressed with how fast the waxer worked. Even though I have a lot of hair, she made it look effortless. When she was finished, I looked at myself in the mirror and couldn't believe how smooth my skin was. I had forgotten what it felt like to not have any hair down there. It felt amazing. Now, I gotta be honest, the 24-karat gold-infused aloe that she applied afterwards smelled delicious and made my skin feel so soft and moisturized. I picked up 2 of them to take home. As I paid for my services, I learned that the price ranged anywhere from $35 to $65. I paid $50, which I thought was fair. Afterwards, I headed home feeling proud and confident. But let me tell you, my story doesn't end there. Oh no, my friends. There's more to come. And no, I'm not pregnant. Although I wish I was, I would love to have a baby right about now. But alas, I'm child-free and ready to start this journey again. What happened next was totally unexpected and left me in shock. I walked into my home and went straight to the bathroom to catch my reflection. As I opened the door and turned on the lights, I saw a sight that made me stop dead in my tracks. All over my underwear were tiny little bumps that looked like mosquito bites. And not just a few, mind you, but hundreds of them. It was like someone had taken a needle and pricked me all over. I mean, seriously, it looked like a battleground. Now, I'm not one to panic, but I quickly jumped into action. I applied ice cubes to the area, which helped reduce the redness and swelling. Next, I reached for my trusty coconut oil and gently massaged it onto my skin. Then I took a soothing bath with Epsom salts to calm down my nerves and relax my body. After a few hours, the itching started to subside and the bumps began to fade. Looking back, I realized that what I had experienced was a common side effect of waxing ingrown hairs. And let me tell you, it was not a pleasant experience. But I didn't have to suffer alone. Here's what you can do to soothe and glow. When I woke up the next morning, I continued to apply coconut oil every few hours to keep my skin moisturized and reduce inflammation. I also used a clean wash rag to gently exfoliate the area. By the end of the week, the bumps had completely disappeared and my skin was left feeling silky smooth. But wait, there's more. I even tried an at-home sugar scrub to get rid of dead skin cells and unclog pores. Yes, I know it sounds like a lot of work, but the results were worth it. So here's my advice. If you're planning to wax, make sure you prepare your skin beforehand. Exfoliate regularly and moisturize the area to prevent ingrown hairs. And don't forget to treat yourself afterwards with soothing creams and oils. In the end, I felt so much better about myself and my confidence soared. But I gotta ask you a question. Have you ever had a Brazilian wax? How was your experience? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us small creators like me grow. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our latest content. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.